Alright, welcome into another Monday recap with your host, Frank Nitty. Welcome Packers fans and maybe some who are fans of other teams. Please excuse me for the background noise. First and foremost, I got some people here working in my house, so sorry about that. But anyway, I'm going to be here talking about the Packers win in Cleveland 27-21 in overtime. Green Bay wins in overtime for the second week in a row, and I'll just say why. Why did they have to come down to OT against Cleveland? Ugh. But I'll give the Browns credit. They play hard, and they aren't just completely pushovers. Unfortunately, they're still winless this season. Anyway, let's talk about the game. First quarter, the Packers came out and scored on their opening drive. I didn't see much of the first quarter because I woke up late, but I rewatched it. The Browns came right back with an opening touchdown of their own. Green Bay would then stall and score no points in the second and third quarters. The offense completely died out. Third quarter, we actually put together a decent drive that ended in absolutely no points, going forward on fourth down with a play call. I assume it was supposed to be a pitch to Aaron Jones, but Hundley just fucked the whole thing up and tried to turn back to the line of scrimmage and try to run for it. So that was just stupid and just miscommunication. So the Browns retained their lead at 14-7. They take over, and then sure enough, they march right down the field with their run game, and they go up 21-7. And at that point, I was just like, shoot me. I literally tweeted those exact words, just shoot me. Green Bay would then go into desperate mode and run a hurry-up offense with a lot of dink and dunk passes and check downs for like 5 yards or so. Nothing fancy, just limiting to Hundley's skills. Like I said, one of his biggest flaws is his accuracy and deep ball. I said it during the Baltimore rant, his deep ball is shit, and he struggles to complete a lot of passes past 10 yards. So you're not going to be seeing any type of explosive plays with him throwing the football. But the guy does use his legs well, so I'll say that. So we score on that hurry offense, right? The defense gets a stop. Trevor Davis then returns the punt down to the sideline for 65 yards. That was huge, okay? Finally, he's able to return a punt for some decent yards, man. That made tying the game up a lot easier for Hundley and crew. We didn't have to go on a long drive for it. And sure enough, we do go into overtime after a nice throw to Devontae Adams for that game-tying touchdown. So then we go into overtime. Browns win the toss and they receive the kick. And wow, just wow. Kaiser makes a dumb move, a dumb rookie mistake. He throws the ball up for grabs, and Josh Jones comes down with it with the interception. That was just a completely stupid play by Kaiser. Sure enough, we take over, and on third down, Devontae makes a great catch and run for a touchdown, and so there you go. A great catch and run for a walk-off touchdown to end it. Green Bay improves now to 76, and the Browns remain winless. Just a crazy end of the game, and the Packers are just lucky to escape out of there with a win. Because we never should have been down 21-7. But let's pull up the stats real quick. And Jesus Christ, Brett Hundley threw the ball 46 times. He completed 35 for 265 yards and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Hundley should not be throwing the ball that many times, but because the Browns were doing a good job against the run, it was kind of needed, especially after we fell down 21-7. Deshaun Kaiser threw the ball 28 times, completed 20 for 214 yards and 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. If you take away those 2 picks, he arguably still had his best game throwing the ball this season. Yeah, it would take the Packers defense to allow that. This is the defense that honestly will make Trent Dilfer look like a Hall of Famer, okay? But like I said, the run game wasn't there. Jamal Williams only ran for 49 yards. Aaron Jones, 4 carries for only a negative 2 yards. I felt like he probably should have got more carries. Brett Hundley scrambled a few times for 31 yards. So, yeah, the run game couldn't save us this week, guys. But Isaiah Crowell just ran all over us in the third quarter. He piled up 121 total yards. Run defense just got to get better and play better than that. That was just inexcusable in that draft. For how many holes he was just running through. The dude literally ran out of breath because how many big gains he was getting. Anyway, receiving-wise, Devontae led the way with 10 catches for 84 yards and 2 touchdowns. One that tied it and another that was that walk-off win. So, yeah, he's been playing well all season. The other guys, Cobb caught 8 for 39, Jordy for 4 for 33. So, yeah, still not all that big on our receivers. I had some guys disagree with me on that, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I respect your opinion. Just to me, we definitely just need some more speedy wideouts out there to open up for explosive plays. Guys like Janice and Davis are left on the special team, so we can't really use their speed enough. So that's a shame. And It's also why guys like Jamal Williams are getting a lot of catches, because again they were a lot of just check downs because Hundley again is very limited to his passes downfield. But yeah, the Browns, they got to be kicking themselves, man. They had that 21-7 lead. Looked like it was in the bag after that stupid 4th down attempt where Hundley fucked up and didn't pitch it to Jones. But I got to give credit to our defense, man. Those guys settled down and they held Cleveland to 0 points in the 4th quarter. Clay was the one who was able to pressure Kaiser in overtime to force that dumb pass. Demarius Randall also played a key in that, where he played press off the line and took away the quick throw to Gordon, with forcing Kaiser to have to scramble out and find somebody else open. So got to give credit to those guys, and I got to show the defense some love in general, but just coming through in crunch time. But as far as my overall thoughts on the game, this was a game the Packers definitely could have lost, but they desperately rallied and won. You saw that with they desperately needed to win in general, because you saw that with the fake punt attempt, the multiple 4th down tries, and when you're playing for a playoff spot, that's what you would expect. The sad part is we probably wouldn't be in this desperate attempt had we won some of those games that were winnable. Rodgers or no Rodgers, man, a lot of those games were winnable, and you can only imagine what our record would be if Rodgers was still playing. And I'll say this: if Rodgers still was playing, I'm pretty confident that we probably still will only have maybe like 2 or 3 losses, because almost all those games are winnable. Anyway, but him returning won't be enough, because we'll still need some teams to lose and fall off. And next week we go to Carolina, so that's a very, very tough game on the road. And if Aaron can't go, then honestly you just might as well just mark it down as a loss. I mean, granted, Brent Hundley plays better on the road for whatever reason, but it won't be enough against the Panthers. You know, these short dink and dunk passes aren't going to be enough to beat them. He's going to have to make plays not only with his legs and through the air downfield. Unfortunately, that again is his biggest problem, and so I think that's going to really hurt him if Rodgers doesn't come back. But I will at least give Brett Hundley some credit that he has improved against the blitz and been handling pressure a lot more better and coming through in crunch time. So I will say that. Anyway, that's all I got. If you're here still listening to this video, I appreciate it. Drop a like or leave a comment on your thoughts of the game, and I'm out. Peace.